The first card you have your past is the Five of Wands. So obviously this is a hugely busy card, lots going on, very, very busy. It feels almost as if I can't breathe. You know, if I was stuck in the middle of all this busyness, I kind of would want to kind of run out of that. So it's a little bit claustrophobic. That's how it feels to me. And I think this is what I'm seeing. I think you had some big things in your life and I think you really wanted to sort them out. I don't think you could get those things to those things that you wanted to do. You didn't have time to do those things because I think you just had all these little immediate things to deal with that were kind of up in front of you. It's almost like, it's a bit like, you know, you were running a race and you're trying to get to the finish line and, you know, people were putting obstacles in front of you like rubbish bins and boxes and things, and you couldn't get to the finish line because all these things were being put in front of you. That's kind of what I'm seeing. So you know, you're very, very busy. You've got a lot on, a lot of responsibilities. I'd love to advise you to take some time off because I think that's what you should do, and I think you know that that's what you should do, but you really can't, or you couldn't at this time. I think you're probably still in a similar situation now. You know, again, you have obligations, financial obligations. You've got deadlines you're probably in the middle of as well, I think. And yeah, this is very mixed as well. It's a kind of very mixed up card. So I think your feelings were very mixed up. And I think someone else's feelings were mixed up as well. There's a lot of regret here. I think there's someone who you actually really miss deep down. You might not admit this, you might not say this to people, but I think deep down there you do miss someone. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, this is someone you used to be with. I think when you were together with this person, there was a lot of immaturity, probably around both of you, I think, both sides. I'm not sure how long ago this was, but there was a lot of immaturity here. I'm just thinking about how long ago it was because, you know, maybe it was a while ago because immaturity, but it might not be. Maybe it was just people behaving in an immature way. But yeah, I think you have a really complicated life now. That's what this card's showing me. And they do as well. You've changed a lot since that time. You don't have that immaturity around you anymore. They have as well. It's interesting because the feeling I'm getting is because I'm saying you've done this, they have as well. You've done this, they have as well. And what I'm seeing is you're mirroring each other. And you don't realise it. Like you're going along thinking certain things about them and doing things. They're doing similar things. They're thinking similar things. So you're both kind of mirroring each other. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm seeing both of you working really hard. They might have, or you might have, I think, you have a main job. Other things you have going on as well. Maybe a side job, maybe studying. So you're very, very, very busy. They're the same, very similar. And yeah, I think the reason why you started getting really, really busy and working hard and doing all this, for one, it was, you know, to get your life back on track, because I think it went way off track after this breakup. And the other thing I think was you're focusing so much on them that you just wanted to focus on something else. So you were working really hard, doing all these things to really give you a big focus so you weren't kind of fixated on them. But yeah, you're still thinking about them. You're not fixated, but you do think about them. It's like a thing that's quite deep down. And, you know, you're busy, you do everything else. You don't cry, you don't go saying anything about them, you don't talk to them. But it's still there. That's what I'm getting. So yeah, what I'm seeing is you're very busy and you're not trying to think about them. They just come into your mind. And I think logically what you do is your brain thinks logically and you tell yourself, you know, it's not going to work. Time's gone on. I'm away from them. I'm in my place. They're in their place. There's no point in thinking about this. But you know, you can tell yourself that logically, but you can't help what comes into your mind and in your heart. And this is what's happened. It just comes in. Very, very stressful time, very stressful emotionally because you kind of don't know what to do with these emotions. Very stressful practically as well. Very difficult time. I really hate seeing this for you actually because I can see you really trying to concentrate on other things and you can't really do that. So very, very stressful. Okay, so the next card you have your past is the Moon. Yeah, this is a very deep card, again, very introspective card, very internal thinking, worries, all of that kind of thing. I keep on seeing this relationship and it keeps on coming into your head, and that's why this is kind of what's inside your head and inside your heart, and you know, internal things, introspection. So this is all about this relationship. It's coming into your mind, you don't want it to, but it just comes in. And you've moved away from them. You've moved away from that whole life. I think you have a whole completely different life now than what you had then. And again, I'm seeing some immaturity here. You're both quite immature, because I'm looking at this dog and this wolf, and it looks like they're fighting and arguing. So you had these little fights and immature behavior and all of that kind of thing. You're so different now. You know, your life's totally different. Again, yeah, they're on your mind. I think you probably have dreams about them. This can be about dreams as well. Not all the time, but sometimes. It's so strange. I keep on seeing them mirroring you with this dog and this wolf again, mirroring. So, yeah, you don't realise that, and they don't either. Neither of you realise that the other one's mirroring. Yeah, you're busy, you're stressed, everything else. You still have this person on your mind. There's still a lot of strength around you, though. It's not like you're weak. It's not like you're so weak that you can't concentrate. You are doing everything you need to do. You're very, very strong. I think you're probably a lot stronger than they are mentally right now. I think when you're in this relationship, they might have been the strong one. So that balance is kind of, that power balance has kind of changed. Maybe there was an age gap. Experience gap. If there wasn't an age gap, maybe they were more experienced in things than you are, but I think that's kind of flipped over to the other side. Yeah, they've been through a lot. This is what I'm seeing. They've been through a lot since you were around them. A lot of mental things, a lot of problems. They're in a much weaker position, I think, financially than they used to be. They're not down and out. They're a fighter and they're strong as well. But they've just been through a lot. They've taken a few hits in a lot of different ways. I don't know if this is going to... I know I keep on talking about this relationship, but what I'm seeing is it's on your head. If it doesn't resonate, it's in someone's head. What I'm seeing here as well is silence. It's like things are still and silent, because I'm looking at this moon, and moonlight's kind of still, silent. So I think there was a lot of silence, and I think there was silence probably at the end of this relationship. A lot was unsaid, a lot was left unsaid, a lot was unfinished, I think. And it feels to me like something needs to be rounded off, finished off. It feels a bit like, you know, when you watch a movie and you miss the end, only this is real life. So it feels really unfinished to you and to them, I think. This is going to have to be finished off in some way, either between the two of you or on your own, one or the other. It has to be rounded off. It's very, very stressful, and this stress has to come to an end in some way. So it's really... yeah, some conclusion has to happen. It has to. So it's either going to be you get together and you talk and you conclude this in some way, I don't know how, or you work out how to do that by yourself and they do the same, because you keep on mirroring each other. I keep on seeing that. Okay, the last card you have your past is the King of Cups. Yeah, look at this king. He's sitting there. He's all by himself. He's sort of on an island. You know, obviously there's a lot of emotion here because it's all full of water, but he's not expressing that emotion. You don't know what expression he has on his face. He's very still, very calm. And yeah, this is what's happening. You're keeping all your feelings to yourself. You're not telling people anything about this. And that's fine. You don't need to tell people things. But I think you do need to let all of this out in some way, because it's really inside you. It's really bothering you. You know, I keep on seeing this over and over again. I almost don't want to say this because I'd really like you to be able to move on. But yeah, again, they think about you. They think about you. They're mirroring you. I'm seeing that here as well. And okay, this is what I'm seeing. I know this is specific, but I'll just tell you. I have to say this. This is what I'm seeing. I think there was another relationship, and I think they might have jumped into that right after they were with you. And there might have even been some overlap, because I keep on seeing this ending being unfinished, and not finished properly, and immaturity as well. So that indicates that to me as well. This relationship they got into, made them very unhappy. They're extremely unhappy, I think. And there are a lot of different problems around that. They're still dealing with some of these problems. And they're feeling quite isolated as well. I'm getting that as well. I think there were some trust issues between you. I don't know how serious they were, because there was this immaturity there that I keep on seeing. So sometimes there are trust issues, but if you're immature, it's just, what you're thinking or feeling or having arguments saying, I don't trust you. And so I don't know how serious that was, but I'm getting that as well. There's so much, I'm just letting it all out. So yeah, if that resonates, I'm just getting it all out. I'm just letting out what I'm seeing. Okay, so the first card you have for your presence, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is quite a heavy reading. Yeah, there's a lot of restlessness here. They'd love to conclude this. This is what I'm getting. They feel the same way. They'd love to conclude this in some way. It feels unfinished to them as well. And yeah, again, they have a lot of regrets. They were very immature. I'm seeing that as well. Very, very, very immature. In the way that they dealt with the ending of this relationship. There was a lot of silly, immature showing off going on as well. It might be because I'm seeing this overlap, or they went off with someone else, and maybe they were posting that on social media. Look at me, look how happy I am. Might be that, might not be that, but something very immature, showing off. I'm not making excuses, but I think the way they're acting was hiding a lot of hurt, a lot of emotions, and they were probably too immature at the time to deal with all of that properly. Again, no excuses, but yeah, I think that's probably why you were both left with this kind of up in the air thing, because you were both quite immature, and I don't think you knew how to really deal with this properly. Neither of you did. That's what I'm seeing. Again, they want to conclude this. They want to do something about this. They want to talk to you, or they want to do something either with you or by themselves. Some kind of conclusion has to happen, but they're really battling this in their head, because I think they would really like to talk to you and do something, have some kind of closure. But I think for one, yeah, they're worried. They're worried that you might have forgotten them, for one. They might call you and you'll say, who's that? Or maybe they feel they look a bit silly bringing this up again after a long time. Might have been a while ago. And I think they're afraid. They're just afraid you might be angry. A lot of different things. They have all these kind of fears kind of going around and around in their head, and they just don't know what to do. So, but the thing, if you ever wonder whether they regret things, and whether they regret what they did at the end of this and how they acted, yes, they absolutely 100% do. And they think about it all the time, maybe even daily. They really regret what happened. That's what I'm getting in that card. Okay, the next card you have here present is the Ace of Swords. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this must be very, very draining for you. You're living this. It's very draining. I'm getting a little bit drained, but for you it must be, if this is resonating with you. Okay, so this is a logical card a lot of the time. It's the clarity card. It can also be about clairvoyance, sensing something, knowing something without having facts, without actually knowing all the facts. You kind of sense something's happening, and you're both sensing that. You're both sensing the energy of the other person, I think probably without realizing it, subconsciously, because you're mirroring each other. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is there's some kind of big, difficult issue. It's around work, I think. I think something has been dragging on. I'm getting this, it's dragging on and on and on. There's a big bottleneck. I want to get all this done. I've got deadlines. I can't get them done because there's this big thing that's kind of dragging on, and I just need to get it out of the way. I think what's happening is someone might be causing this big bottleneck, either with their inefficiency, or it might be that they're deliberately doing this. They're stopping something from happening. It might be for their own reasons. It might be for political reasons. They don't like someone and they're messing them up or something, because I'm seeing a bit of office politics or work politics around this. Yeah, this delay is really bothering you. You're really stressed, you're really grumpy, you want to get it out of the way. And it's been bothering you for a while. because you're so busy. I keep on seeing this. You have all these deadlines. So I think when you find out that someone's actually behind this and they're doing it deliberately, or they're doing it because they're inefficient or something, I think it might be deliberate, actually. Yeah, I think it's deliberate. Yeah, when you find out who this is, you're going to be not very happy, let's say. Yeah, I think you're going to be able to handle this quite well. I think you're going to talk to them. I think you'll be quite eloquent. You'll get your points across very well when you speak to them. I am seeing some kind of disagreement, argument, maybe, something like that, because this can be about opposites, two sides of the swords, going backwards and forwards. So you might have a few conversations, you might have a few arguments. They might be a bit difficult. They're not an easy person. But I think you will come out of this, and I think you'll come out of this well. And yeah, I think once this problem's removed, this big bottleneck, it's really going to free up a lot of your time, and it's going to free up your head, kind of clear your head as well. And you really need that. You need a clearer head, because look at the Five of Wands. This is what your head's like with everything that you're dealing with. So you're going to really, really need that clarity in your mind. Very, very good. I'm glad this is happening. Sometimes, you have to have arguments, or problems have to come to a head to get that kind of clarity. Okay, so the last card you have, your presence, is Strength. Yeah, look at this. This is how you're going to handle this, again, this workplace situation. You're going to handle it really well. I think you might be known in your workplace as a sort of friendly, jokey, kind of happy-go-lucky person. If that's correct, if that resonates with you, I think the way you handle this, I think it's going to be a shock to them and to other people as well. Not because you're angry. That's not what this card's about. It's about, taming yourself, using calmness to get your point across, being careful. So you're going to be like that, but you're going to be very firm, calm and firm. That's what I'm seeing. You're not going to back down. You're not going to take any nonsense, but you're going to be very calm about it. And I think they're going to see a completely different side to you. And I think other people at your work are going to as well. And they're going to really open their eyes and say, oh, wow. So that's what I'm seeing in that. So yeah, there is a conclusion that's going to come to that. You're going to do well out of this, and then you're going to get this clarity in your mind. Okay, so the first card you have your futures, the Ten of Wands, yes. Okay, so yeah, a lot of these burdens, big deadlines, heavy workload, all that kind of thing, it is going to be lifted from you, definitely. It's going to start when this bottleneck ends. You're going to have a clear way to kind of start to get things done a lot quicker. And that's going to obviously happen after you have these conversations. A lot of things are going to be lifted from you. And I think I'm actually seeing a date. I don't normally say this, but I'm saying more dates now. I think the second half of this month, everything's going to clear up for you. Okay, so with this old relationship, and I have to keep on bringing it up because I keep on seeing it, because it's on your mind if this is resonating, and on theirs. I think they're still going to be struggling with this for a long, long time, or for a while anyway. They're very mixed up. They're very, very mixed up in their mind. It's like, I can't see what I need to do. I don't know what I need to do. I want to help myself. I want to conclude this. I want to talk to them, but I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should try and get some help for myself. I don't know. I'm really confused. I can't see where I need to go, like this man, and he can't see where he needs to go. So, yeah, I think their regret's clouding a lot of things. It's kind of clouding everything for them, and they can't see what they need to do. It is going to come to a conclusion in some way. I can't tell you exactly how, because at the moment it's so confused with both of you. It could go in so many different directions, really, but it is going to come to a conclusion because it has to. This is a big burden on them and on you as well. So it's going to have to drop. This man's going to have to drop these wands because it's just too much. So it is going to happen at some time. Okay, so the next card you have for your future's Justice. Okay, don't stress when you see this card. Please don't stress. A lot of people see this and they say, oh no, I'm going to court, litigation, the police are going to come and get me, all that thing. I'm not seeing that. Sometimes I do see that, but I'm not seeing that here. I think this is probably about this work situation. Yeah, it is. Because what's standing out to me is this sword, and it's matching the sword, obviously, in the Ace of Swords. So it's about that same situation. Yeah, there's a reason why this person's causing this delay. And yeah, there's incompetence, but I think they're also hiding it on purpose. They're hiding what's happening. Bad management, all of that. They were covering things up. That's what I'm seeing, a big cover up. And they were covering up, and each time they covered up, they created more and more problems. And this is all going to be revealed. That's what I'm seeing. It's going to come to light because there's a curtain behind this woman, and we can't see what's behind there yet, but we're going to see that soon. And I think a lot of people are going to see what's behind all of this, what's happening, and they're going to see this person in a completely new light, I think. I'm not sure what the result's going to be, but I can tell you it is going to be a fair result. Very, very fair. So yeah, that's all I can really see there. I'd love to be able to tell you more, but yeah, that's all I can really see. Okay, so the last card you have, your future, is the Four of Swords. Okay, this is really good. I like this. You really need a rest, basically. It's quite obvious. So yeah, I think when these burdens are dropped, and they will be, you're going to get a lot of breathing space, a lot of head space, a lot of thinking space. And I think after a while, when you think about this a lot, when you've got that space, excuse me, I think you'll know exactly what you want to do about this person. You're going to be able to come to this conclusion in that time. After you've had this bottleneck, the burdens are lifted, then you have that space, you can think, and that's when you're going to do this. Because this card can be about meditating, it can be about waking up and being enlightened with a stained glass window. So I think you're going to come out of that, have that rest, open your eyes, and you're going to be like, oh, now I know what to do. So that's what I'm seeing. And I probably shouldn't say this, but I will. I'm getting braver, because I've been seeing them mirroring you. It's all over this reading. So when you come to this moment of, oh, I know what to do now, I think they'll probably come to not the same conclusion necessarily, it might be, but probably they're going to come to a conclusion at around the same time as you. So you'll both come out of this and you'll both say, oh, okay, I have to do something. So I don't know what they're going to do with that. I don't know what you're going to do with that, because there's so much is mixed up in this, because I've got the Five of Wands, all this big mess. I've got the Ten of Wands, and he can't see. So I'm not sure what the conclusion's going to be, because there are too many variables here, but something is going to conclude with this, and you are going to get a lift of that big burden and that big heaviness with those emotions in some way, and they are as well. That's what I'm seeing. I know this was very specific, but I have to read what I see, and I was seeing this relationship that was kind of in someone's mind.